G'day, this is Mike from Red20RC and it's time for a NanoWing update. So, with the KFM4 NanoWing flying so nicely, I thought I'd try and evolve the design a little bit and came up with this, which is the NanoWing version 2. As you'll notice, it's not got a stepped wing. It is in actual fact a fully symmetrical folded wing. Went together very nicely. It's another single sheet design. Features the same pod and the same motor mount as the KFM4 wing. Yeah, exactly the same, just different airfoil. Slightly longer winglets actually, about another 2 inches longer, just to see if we can get a bit more stability. So yeah. What we'll do is we'll cut to some flight footage that I took this morning and then I'll come back and discuss it. Okay, so NanoWing V2. You can see from the windsock it's pretty breezy today, so we've come right out into the middle of the field, giving me plenty of room for launch. What I've also done, I'm only using the 1003S at the moment to keep the weight down, because what I've also done is strap the Mobius upside down on there to see if we can get some flight footage. So yeah, so same as ever. This is a pretty fast setup, so we'll use about 50-75% throttle to take off. Nose heavy because of that Mobius. There you go. Just pull a bit more in. Come back. Okay, so flies nice. Got to do a little bit of trimming because we've been playing around with it since it's maiden flight. As you can see, very fast and crazy roll. This is a nice little plane to fly. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go up and I'll show you this stall. Nice and high. Okay, so cut the throttle and there we go. That one wasn't too bad actually. So yeah, so awesome little wing. You can see even with the windy conditions it's penetrating well. Very little waggle, very little buffeting, still a little bit. But then this is windy conditions, but then if you're racing you don't get to choose your weather. So we'll come in for a landing into wind and I'll show you that glide. Okay, so power off. That's a good glide in anyone's book. Okay, so it flies really nicely. There's no doubt about that. So what are the differences between this and the KFM version? This is slightly faster, I think. Same setup, they're both flown on 3S, both flown on the 2204, 2300s. Yeah, exactly the same setup, right down to the same FPV setup. This one's actually about 20 grams heavier, which is surprising. I thought it would be lighter than the KFM version, but there you go. So yeah, a little bit faster, glides infinitely better than the KFM version, as expected. Just as responsive. The one difference is if you go too slow and stall or turn too slow, it will spiral dive. Now, the video I took this morning, it wasn't doing it too bad, but that's because I had the Mobius strapped on underneath as well, so it was making it a little bit nose heavy. But when I flew it afterwards with no HD camera on there, it was much faster, much more responsive, but had that tendency to tip stall. So yeah, so which one's my favourite? I don't know. They both fly great. The KFM wing is very durable, very light, very fast, very responsive. It just doesn't have that glide. The built-up wing is absolutely awesome flyer, maybe even faster, has that glide, but can bite if you treat it wrong. So yeah, I'll make the plans for both available. I'll make the pods, the motor mounts available for purchase through the store. Give it a go and see what you think. And incidentally, I have flown the KFM wing on 4S and it was ridiculously fast. It was incredible. It was so much fun. The only problem is that my speed controller wasn't rated for 4S and I burnt that, the receiver and a motor out, which had to be replaced. Oh, and I also stripped the servo as well. So got some new stuff come through that will allow me to do a 4S setup for one of these, and we'll also possibly look at a fully EPP version as well. So stay tuned, this story is not over yet. Oh, and I can't stand the name Nano Wing. It sounds too much like Nano Wing. If you can think of anything better, let me know.